Cool, cool. Good evening, race fans. Good evening, world. It's Marky B here, aka the Scruffy Toff, welcoming you back, should I say, to Generation X Racing. I hope you haven't missed us too much in the 2 or 3 weeks since we've been off doing our special events and in between seasons. But we are back with a vengeance, with more racing than ever this particular season. Tonight we have our Gr4 80-mile challenge, which was it was a mystery track until we all logged into the lobby. I'm not quite sure who chose it, but we are at Deep Forest Raceway this evening, which is in Europe somewhere, I think. Switzerland, maybe? Something like that, anyway. And as we didn't know the track, I will be making up silly corner names as we go along. So I didn't have any time really to prepare that. So joining me from San Antonio, Texas, and running the stream on his shiny, spangly new gaming PC, it's Spiffy G.
Thank you very much, Mark. It's so good to be back here for Season 10, or should I say Season X, because somebody's feeling like Elon Musk, I reckon. It is a wonderful, dreary day today. It looks a bit like London outside my window. But then when you actually walk out, it's about 30 degrees. So, welcome to San Antonio.
Excellent. Excellent stuff. So, yes, Spiffy, did you want to run through the tables and stuff? We just started quali, so we've got a little bit of time until fastest laps start coming in.
I would love to do that. Let's start out with last week's results. I should say the last race of the season. And the winner was Mr. Johnny Mackers in his brilliant BMW M4. Don't ask Marky what he thinks of it. And
Quite.
Willie Ham came in second in the actually very awesome McLaren 650S. Just behind him with a half a second lead. Very close race last time around at Dragon Trail Seaside, which of course was a whole lot of fun to watch when they get into the chicane of death. Murcielago came in third place, about 7 seconds behind the first two. Darlow Boy in fourth, Icer Devlin in fifth. In the wedge of cheese we like to call the Alpha 155. And on down the food chain, we got Spoon, Matt MacGyver, Lenio, Airport Hobo, Push P, Kobayashi Maru, Splatter Random Toxie, Arnas, and bringing up the rear with the DNF was Jinja Ninja, who was having trouble with his equipment, which I am very familiar with. Fastest lap went to Airport Hobo. He had a very tough race in that Veyron, a lot of wrecks. A lot of spills and thrills, but he did manage to pull off the fastest lap, so good for him. And on to last season's standings. Our final tally goes top of the chain to Willie Ham with 606 total points, absolutely obliterating the rest of the field. Murcielago, Reinhard Eckert in second position with 425 points, and barely behind him, in spite of a rough final race, Travis Mayo, the Airport Hobo, came in third and gets the final podium position past Johnny Mackers. Bit of a surprise there, let's say. Not a big surprise, but a bit of a surprise there. So Mackers gets fourth. Lenio gets fifth. Kobayashi Maru comes up to sixth position with 280 whopping points. Matt MacGyver in second. Darlow Boy eighth, who dropped a position there at the last. Splatter came in ninth, and the final top 10 position goes to Simon Horbury, our very own Jinja Ninja. Rounding out the field, Icer Devlin, Spoon Arnas, Push P Random Toxie, myself, who did exactly one race, Reedy, Miguel Pica, Leo Smiley Face, Craig Smith, and the variant, while Alan Welch, who will be racing with us today, I believe. So welcome back, Welchie.
He sure is. Good stuff. Thank you for that, Spiffy.
Oh, got one more thing, dude. One more thing.
Oh, sorry.
It's our podium finishers. Just to be clear, it's our finishers right here. We've got Willie Hammond first, Murcielago second, Airport Hobo in third. You can see their wonderful suit liveries. So congratulations to those guys.
Good stuff. Congratulations indeed. Yeah, Will absolutely bossed it last season, didn't he? He was different class. So
Yeah.
congratulations, Will, and congratulations to everyone on the podium. So yes, good stuff. So the slate has been wiped clean, and yeah, it's all starting afresh for this season. Is anyone going to get their hands on the golden gonads and win every race this season? We will soon find out. But runners and riders tonight, we have Lino, who's in the GTR, so I can only assume it's come back from its bop doldrums. Because it used to be a really dominant car and everyone was choosing it, which is why we ended up going to the only two of the same car per half season. So yeah, Lidio is in the GTR. We got Dale Boy in the Fezzer, Ginger Ninja in the Corvette. What is it with Corvettes? It brings out it's the hardly understated, is it?
Oh, hardly.
So that's Ginger Ninja in the Corvette. We have Devlin in the Aston Martin. Haven't seen one of those for a while. Good stuff. A-Log in the Genesis. Fab. I think that's a four-wheel drive, I think. Might be good in the rain, if we have any. Right, here we got A-Log. We've got Murcielago in the McLaren. Airport Hobo in the Lexus. I didn't know there was a Gr4 Lexus. There you go, you live and learn. Every day's a school day. Welchie in the GTR. Splatter in the Porsche. MacGyver in the Aston Martin. Oh, I got a pair of Astons. Excellent. And Johnny Mackers, who was having some issues with his pedals, but has now sorted that out. Great stuff. Who's in the Audi TT of all things. And I think Willie Ham was buggering around, so I missed him on the way past, and he is in the Porsche also. So pretty full grid this evening. Great stuff. We currently got Linio in P1 on a 133.1. I think I saw Will had snuck into the 132s in practice, as Greg just mutes his mic as he was about to unleash a hell of a sneeze by the sound of it. Or a yawn, one or the other.
No, you're right the first time, bud.
It was right. Okay, good. Hopefully plenty of tissues to hand as Leo comes into the pits. So Willie, who's getting the tow from Darlow Boy. So this is P3 and 2 at the moment. Yeah, there we go. Willie goes fastest with the 132.7. Somewhat assisted by Darlow Boy down the straight there. Oh, has Darlow Boy got he's got an Iron Maiden Killers livery.
Ooh,
that is
beautiful.
Absolutely epic. That is absolutely, I hope he's got Eddie on there somewhere. Maybe on the bonnet. Absolutely superb stuff, Darlow Boy. Well done.
Let's get him on the chase cam and see what it looks like here.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see Eddie, but it sure looks good.
Yeah, that is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so we've got Willie in first, a 132.7. We have Nino in second, a 133.1. 0.4 back. Darlow Boy, who's continuing his marching on from his most improved driver status from last year, currently in third place on a 133.4. In fact, that's one of the best liveries I've seen. Actually, we haven't had many band-themed ones. Yeah, there's Eddie on the front. Look on the bonnet.
Oh, is
Lovely.
it?
Yeah, he's everywhere actually. He's
oh, he is.
The bloody car.
Oh yeah, see him now.
Superb stuff. Well, that's my vote for livery of the season already.
I'm right
good
with
work. You. Yeah, good work, Eddie. And he's just got a little bit faster. 133.3. We've got Murcielago. He's just picked up he has picked up a penalty at some point. Currently fastest on a 133.8. Ginger Ninja, a 133.8 also, so close between the two of those. Airport Hobo. Good evening, Sergio. Got Airport Hobo, 134.3. 134.3. Splatter 134.4, so it's pretty close. Kobayashi 135.2, who is in the Lamborghini. Sorry, Justin, I think I missed you on the run through there. Oh! Two Italian supercars just had a major coming together there, although Darlow Boy was parked right across the track, so I don't think they were on a blind corner, so I don't think Justin could do anything about that. And he's gone, see, Justin's gone back to his Doctor Who assistance-based livery. Is that Billy Piper on the side of the car, I think? So Splatter, obviously not in the taxis. I think he got fed up with trying to find celebrities to flummox me and Greg to put in the back of the cab every week, and who can blame him? It was fun while it lasted, so well done, Splatter.
Yeah, it's the joy of our week.
I
figured that out.
Who the bloody hell is it now?
With the best part is most of the time we're absolutely wrong.
Yes, well, it's only the absolutely obvious ones we got right, wasn't it? When he had like Spock and Captain Kirk, or Princess Leia and Harrison Ford. Everyone else pretty much we got wrong. So
you are correct about Billy Piper, though.
Ah, good. I haven't completely lost my touch, but I would in no way, shape or form say I am down with the kids. And frankly, don't want to be. So.
No, we're well past that, mate. Question for Sergio Nunez Lopez. Sir, could you please let us know if there's anything wrong with the sound or the video? I would really appreciate that. I have new equipment, so I want to make sure everything is copacetic. So if you have any comments, put them in the chat.
Yes, and Greg has new equipment but doesn't like talking about it.
No.
I think it's only the fourth time he's mentioned it this evening. So,
no. Well, you know what? You have to understand how deeply I had to dig into my couch cushions to get enough rolls of quarters to get this one.
I know, but it's money well spent, though, mate. I think you can't put a price on happiness and all that.
No, it's true. That's what I keep telling my wife. She just keeps giving me the side eye.
But yeah, I'm sure you're going to buy us something nice as some sort of recompense.
Oh, it's going to be shiny.
Happy wife, happy life, and all that.
That's absolutely true. To all you young people out there, listen to Mark's sage advice.
Yes, indeed. We've all been there when it's not like that. So I can say I prefer the happy side of things for sure. Okay. So we've still got Will. Yeah, 132.7. Doesn't really look like he's making a further dent in that, but that's a hell of a lap.
So, Mark, did you get a chance to drive any of the cars?
You know what? No. With all the... in fact, well, I because I thought Will was picking the track, and I saw he had a practice lobby open, I put the Ferrari around the high-speed ring, because I thought he was choosing it, so it must be that. But no, that's the only one I've driven. With all the special events and whatnot that were going on, I was sort of focusing on that, although, yeah, the amount of time I put into practicing ACC, which is a very different beast, let's face it, only for the bloody pit stop not to work, and I ran out of petrol after my first stint. And that was race over, so I was doing really well. I qualified in, I think, fourth, which was epic for me, and then for some reason started in the pits.
Oh my
so
God.
I went straight to the back, managed to fought my way back up again to about fifth, and then bloody lapped. The pit stop didn't work, didn't put any petrol in, and ran out of petrol. So no, so I was just making my excuses for not having driven any of the cars.
Well,
so Greg has, though, so thankfully. So he's our detail guy in terms of the performance of the cars, and I think you said the GTR was fastest, and it certainly looks like it's had a bit of a comeback.
yeah, the GTR. I don't know if they've taken away some of the nerfing that they attached to it recently. They did make it more stable at low speed, and actually quite a bit more stable at low speed. For the rest of it, really not too many changes, but still, it was the fastest car for me. I ran all these cars with Bop on for 3 laps against the AI at Brands Hatch. I figured that was a pretty good balance of curves and straights. And the GTR came out well ahead. I think I was a tenth of a second to the second fastest car, which was the Genesis G70, which was quite quick. a little bit less stable than the GTR, and then
Yeah, a bit twitchy, isn't it?
it is. It likes to. It loves power
Sticking
oversteer.
its ass out.
Yeah, even and that traction control on, and it still liked to kick out the rear end, but it was a quick beast. If you can
Okay.
manage a pointy car, it's super fast. And then the next one, the next fastest lap was the Toyota, the Supra. That was very quick and a lot easier to
Okay.
drive than the G70 for me. But a lot of
Okay.
good cars. For me, the most fun ones were the Corvette and the Porsche, and also
Okay.
to a lesser extent the Lamborghini. The Lamborghini is a lot of fun, but it has so much power out of the corners that you're liable to run into some understeer. So it's going to take a lot of practice, but it's a great car.
Yeah, I think it can be. I mean, I think the Lamborghini is the car you want if it's raining for sure,
Oh, absolutely.
because of the four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
But I think it can rinse through tyres in the dry. But I'm sure Kobayashi Maru will have the makings of that. So we're just coming up towards the end of quali now. So Will is still sitting pretty, or as pretty as Will can,
Oh,
on
absolutely.
on top.
Gorgeous.
Uh, on a 132.7. So Lidio, who's still the 133.1. Oh, he's very, very consistent with 133s. Darlow boy. I feel like he should have his driver doing the, you've got your two outer fingers up and the sort of Bruce Dickinson salute sort of thing. Because Bruce Dickinson, he's got a 747, hasn't he, which he flies himself.
I honestly
And
don't.
it's got Iron Maiden. It's got Iron Maiden plastered all down the side.
Yeah. I hadn't heard if he does, but I wouldn't be surprised. Just ostentatious enough for somebody like him.
Yeah. It's interesting because I think Killers by Iron Maiden was the first heavy metal album I actually listened to when I was about 8. I think it came out, so it must have been about was it very early 80s or late 90s, something like that.
Oh, you couldn't have picked a better one.
Yeah, quite. Okay, so I think everyone has. Oh no, MacGyver's still going, although he looks like he's a bit down on his previous lap in the Aston Martin. Good to see the Astons out. A brace of Aston Martins in the field. So it's interesting what you said about the Supra, Greg, because I don't think anyone's picked it.
Yeah, I was very surprised, and I hadn't noticed if anybody picked it for the second half of the season, but I absolutely would have gone with that one.
Okay.
If I wanted to win. If you want to win, I think the GTR and the Supra. If you want to have fun, I would pick the Porsche and the Corvette.
Right. Okay. Good stuff. So everyone has completed their quali laps. I'm just trying to work out if that's the front left of Arnes's car, if that's his paint job, or if he's had a few arguments with barriers. But we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
We'll have a look.
Good stuff. So
no, he has absolutely touched the wall.
Okay. So yeah, I need to find out where. I think we need to find out where Deep Forest is, so that we can start trying to think of some amusing corner names.
Ah, there you go. Well, let's see what Mr. Google has to say about that.
Where is Deep Forest? Switzerland. Okay, so lots of Einstein-based stuff.
There you go.
Einstein's schnoz.
It will.
The
Will involve
complex
cheese.
Complex corners called the theory of relativity.
We've got to call one Rocklet.
Rocklet? What's that all about?
Raclette. Sorry.
Okay, question remains the same.
Oh, you've never had a raclette? Oh my goodness, you poor man.
No.
Yo, it's where it's basically melted cheese on almost anything. Really? I have friends in Switzerland who says, "Oh, it's raclette night." We're like, Okay, they're going to serve us rocks. No, it was melted cheese on virtually anything.
Okay, kind of like fondue then, that sort of thing.
No, except you don't dip it. It
But
actually
you
just kind of
pour it
gets.
on.
You
Yeah,
put it in
okay.
a tiny little oven, and it just melts all over whatever you want it to melt on. It's lovely.
Oh, super, super. Okay, sounds lovely. Right, okay, so we have right, so the starting grid, if I can rush through it quickly, Willie Ham on a 132.7 in pole, Lidio 133.1 in second, Darley Boy in third at 133.3, Murcielago in fourth at 133.5, Ginger Ninja in fifth at 133.8, Airport Hobo in sixth at 133.9. This is close, this grid. Wow.
It is.
Devlin in seventh, 134.1. Splatter in eighth at 134.3. MacGyver in ninth at 134.4. Welchie in 10th at 134.7. Kobayashi Maru in 11th, 134.8. Johnny Mackers in the TT, a 134.8 also, and A-Log in the Genesis, a 135.1. So just about made it in time, I think. So we have 31 laps this evening. There's no weather expected, so it's racing softs, mediums, and hards. Minimum stint length of 5 laps for, I suspect, the hards.
And it is a tight field today, so this should promise some wonderful racing.
This should be, yes, this should be exciting stuff.
With 13 cars on the track and 2 big mouth commentators, I should say so.
Quite so. quite so.
All right. So while we wait, how about you give us some of your opinions on which car is going to be the meta for today?
Well, I'm finding it difficult to see past Willie at the moment, but the GTR, oh, they're straight into the race.
Oh, they're not messing around. Oh, here they are.
Okay, so I think, yeah, Willie's, if he keeps it on track, will be good, but Linio's going to be right there, I think. So.
I believe so. And Lenio picked, to me, I think, is what the meta
And
car
they're
is.
off!
Whoa, and boys, talk
Oh
about
no!
off.
Christ alive! Airport Hobo had a bit of a twitch at the start there, and okay, so yeah, so I would kind of expect that. Lidio has taken it into the turn one because he's got the four-wheel drive and got the would have the fastest start, but Ginger Ninja has jumped Darley Boy for now, anyway, into third place, but. Yeah, they're good. Well, I think there's going to be close between those two tonight. I really do. They seem very well matched. I don't know whether Ginger Ninja is using his controller or wheel. Oh no! Did Ginger Ninja just spin? Oh, he was definitely
spin,
sideways
he just slid.
and slid. Okay, so well, yeah, maybe he's on the. Maybe he's just answered my question for me there.
Oh, that's what you get with American power and handling.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Controller.
It's kind of looking that way, yeah.
Switching all over the shop.
Yeah. He's running traction control, so that's not bad.
Okay. So there's penalties coming left, right, and centre at the moment. Ginger Ninja and Murcielago just served one. And Splatter. Make any headway? No. It's a really packed field, bar the first three at the moment. So we have Lidio, who's leading the way, coming down towards the start-finish straight. He's on the mediums. Got Willie Ham, who started on the hards, in second. Darley Boy in third on the softs. So real mix of strategies between the top three here. So Darley Boy's going to be looking to get past Will, I suspect, as quickly as he can, and then start getting after Linio. And we have Murcielago leading a huge train of cars around behind him. Look at that.
It's crazy.
The rest of the field, I think.
All the way back to P8.
Yeah. That is super stuff. Oh, and...
Ginger's off again. No, he's back on. He's back on.
He's back on, okay.
I thought for sure he was going into the wall this time.
But we've got Devlin up into fifth. So hang on. So Dolly Boy's on the softs. Murcielago is on the hards. Okay. Devlin is on the softs in the Aston Martin. Kobayashi Maru on his customary hards, although I say that. I'm going to leave my comments on Justin's tyre selection until he's actually made the selection in future, because he always buggers around and changes it, I'm sure, just to prove me wrong.
Oh, he liked to throw us off a lot last season.
Yeah. And it didn't turn out that Justin changing his tyre strategy was actually the harbinger of the apocalypse, thankfully. So there we go. Good stuff. MacGyver's just gone off and into the wall. And he is on the medium tyres. Just lost a place to Welchie's up into 7th. Well done, Welchie. So we've got Ginger Ninja, who's on the hard, so that'll explain some of the twitchiness of that Corvette. We've got Airport Hobo all the way down in 11th. On the hards, Johnny Macker's back in 12th in the front-wheel drive, I think, TT. So,
which is quite a surprise, as we know Macker's is always somewhere near the front. I would rather question the choice of the Audi at this point. It's a lot of wheel spin in the front, and the car has just the usual FF understeer.
Yeah, because I'm kind of glad, because they remember old Gr4 a couple of years ago, particularly in GT Sport, the FF cars were absolutely dominant. You couldn't get near them. Like the RCZ and the TT and the Scirocco were just, head and shoulders in Gr4, but they've sort of sorted that out anyway. But yeah, a bit of an odd choice of car, but who knows, you might like it. And Shuby likes it anyway. But,
I suspect after a few races he'll adjust to it and he'll be just fine. His Mackers we're talking about.
Yeah. You've got Airport Hobo. Yeah, back in 12th. It was Splatter who's picked up a penalty and just served it, so he's back in last place at the moment. So the front. Where's Willie gone? We've got Nino in first. Darlo Boy, and he's in third, but he's a long way back. As we're 4. I'm assuming he had a bit of a faux pas somewhere. He's now got Devlin. He's got Devlin bearing down on the back of him now as well. It's been so long since I've driven a Aston Martin that I wouldn't have the foggiest whether it was a decent car or not. But Devlin certainly seems to make it a decent fist of it, and has gone past Chivago. Willie was a bit wide there. Is that a penalty? Went over the white line. No. Okay. So we've got the first two who have pulled away from the second two, who have pulled away from everybody else at the moment. But there's a real mix of strategies on the tyre front, so this is all going to come nicely back together through the course of the race. So lap 4 at the moment. MacGyver following Kobayashi Maru down the long straight through the tunnels. But just hasn't got the speed in the toe to get past it. Although, is he going to chuck it up the inside? Looked at it, but thought better of it. Probably very wise. Are they really pulling in on him now in the slipstream? So MacGyver is going to be desperate to get past Kobayashi Maru so he can unleash his mediums and start pulling away a bit, which he duly does. Although, yeah, okay, they made it through there. I thought there was a bit of a issue there, but not. Good stuff. A-Log, who's... Oh, was that a little tap there from Johnny? I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like Johnny dropped back, so well played, gentlemen. Johnny's up into 9th. Here we got Airport Hobo, who is intense, drifting his Lexus around the corner beautifully. I think you know what? I think he does that on purpose. He does love a drift.
He certainly does.
Which, if we had a what was it? The American Classics, wasn't it? The
oh, was it a Viper? No, I think it was a. Gosh,
I can't. Yeah, when he got the what's that bloody thing called? The really old. Oh God, I've got a complete brain fart.
Are we talking about the Sylvia?
It's no. It's like an old classic American car. He was driving. It wasn't around here. It was Trial Mountain, I think. What's it called? Chevy Nova. And he was drifting the living hell out of it.
Oh, he was smoking them.
Yeah, absolutely. And okay, so we've got, I think everyone on hards can now come into the pits. So that's Splatter, Airport Hobo, Merchant Argo, and Willie Ham are in. Willie's come out on the softs. So that's 5. So we've got 25 to do on soft and medium, so that should be fine.
Oh, Lino and Darlow Boy are having a nice little tangle up front.
Yeah, they've definitely put daylight in between them and the rest of the field at the moment. Just could be interesting to see what the speed differential. Darlow Boy's right up behind Lino now. And is he going to have the greater top end speed coming down the start finish straight? Lino's gone well wide, and Darlow Boy's through up into first.
Whoa!
Which he's going to need to be, given he's on the softs and Lino's on the mediums. So Lino, as long as he can stick in the slipstream, shouldn't fall that far behind, and we'll still have the soft advantage to go. Darlow Boy's just picked up a penalty, and that's it's in a nasty place on the straight, so he's definitely going to lose the lead, but will no doubt be straight back on the bumper of Lino as soon as the penalty is served. Yeah, Darlow Boy, of course, is my partner for our endurance races, which we completed the first of on Saturday. I was absolutely garbage, and I couldn't work out why my car. I was doing 2 seconds slower in the race than I was in practice, and then it was only when I looked at the car today, the oil was knackered. I thought I'd changed it, but I obviously hadn't, and I was like, oh, for God's sake. Well, that explains that then.
It's one of those things about Gran Turismo 7 that has changed, and it's really easy to forget. You need to be looking for that. Yeah. So Akers and Kobayashi Maru are having a nice little ding dong.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Darlow Boys just. Where are they? Okay, 5th and 6th. Excellent. Okay, so yeah, MacGyver managed to get past. Kobayashi Maru ran his hards, a lap or two further than everyone else. Ginger Ninja's in, Welchie's in, so that's the remainder of the people running hard, I believe.
Oh, Darlow Boy is squeezing the juice out of Lino.
Oh, he's going to get him on the straight, isn't he? Must do.
I don't know, the GTR is pretty quick in the straights. But of course, Darlow Boy has the livery that looks faster, so I'm going to go with him.
Yes, indeed. Quite so. Well, let's see. Going through the first tunnel. Let's put it in. But is it going to be enough? So Lino breaks the toe by moving over. So, yeah, okay, maintains P1 for now. Darlow Boy kicks the rear end out of the Fezzer. Okay, so Devlin's kind of on his own at the moment, pootling around in third in his beautiful, as always, liveried motor, the Aston Martin. It's the V12 Vantage, I guess. MacGyver in the second. The Astons are making a good showing this evening, third and fourth at the moment, and MacGyver started quite a long way back, so he's done, doing a hell of a job. Good work, Matt, who is 4 and a bit ahead. Johnny Mackers is all the way up into 5th now, but you could see from his tyre wear that the fronts are absolutely being rinsed, but he's done 9 laps, which is not a bad stint on the softs, I would suggest. And we've got A-Log in the Genesis doing a lovely job. Up in 6th at the moment on his mediums. Well, it looks like he's just had a tap somewhere. There's a bit of damage at the front, which should miraculously repair itself in the next few seconds. Causes the car to behave a bit differently and not give you so much downforce and things through the corners. So you just have to go a little bit more gingerly than normal, but yet that's all fixed now, and on he goes. Trying to pull in on the back of Johnny Mackers. Got Willie Ham back in 7th now on the softs, and with his last lap, currently the fastest lap of the race, 1:33.3, which that's not too shabby, is it? Just about 0.6 of a second off of his quali lap, 1:32.7 I think he did. So yeah, all good from Willie. Airport Hobo now on the mediums, with Murcielago for company, who's out on the softs now after binning his hards. He seems to be revving out the McLaren. I don't know if the 7th gear isn't much cop, but I thought you had to short shift the hell out. No, he's... Some not give Murcielago the memo on the McLaren, or have they changed it in the BOV? Greg, you there, mate?
Yes, I am actually. Sorry, I was talking to the chat.
No. Yeah, no. I absolutely understand that. I was just commenting about the McLaren. Do you still have to short shift the hell out of it to get the top speed?
I didn't have to yesterday, but when you do, it seems to have a good effect.
Yeah, because I was just noticing that Murcielago's revving the nuts out of it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be my preferred way to go, but it doesn't seem to be hurting him at the moment. He's having a hell of a scrap with Airport Hobo. These are 2 of our fastest drivers.
Yeah, both on controller, I believe, as well.
Indeed.
Make of that what you will. I'm terrible on a controller.
I'm astounded when people can do it.
Yeah.
No, they haven't taken anything away from the 650S. In fact, they've given it a slight bit more low-speed stability.
Okay. Yeah, I just wondered, because whenever, when you see it in daily races and stuff, they seem to be shifting about at 50% almost to get, well, I assume the best out of it, and I certainly did when I drove it.
Oh, yeah, it's a torquey beast.
Anyway, yeah, but these two are having an absolute battle extraordinaire here.
Fantastic. I didn't think the Lexus had it in it. I thought for sure the McLaren was going to have a huge advantage.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a Lexus Gr4. I know obviously there's the Group 3 and the Group 2, but I didn't know there's a Group 4 one. So I've never ever driven it, and certainly haven't got one. So
it has a lot of down-low grunt. It's not as boring to drive as the GTR, but nor is it as fast.
Okay. Well, we all like some excitement in our lives, don't we, Greg?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Okay, so we've got Leo, who's just coming into the pits, and Johnny Backers is into the pits also to get rid of his softs, which, yeah, the fronts are absolutely done.
And that bumps Arnos into fourth place. It's nice to see him doing well in the Genesis.
Devlin's up in second.
Is he now?
Darley Boy is currently in the lead, although he's going to need to stop shortly. We've got Devlin, who also is going to need to stop shortly, in second. Fantastic stuff. And MacGyver up in third. So we've got the two Aston Martins are second and third at the moment.
I'll be darned. That Vantage is a good car. I truly enjoy driving that one around. A much better handling car than I thought. Could do with a bit more power. But yeah, fun one to drive. And just such a beautiful car too. Just
yeah, I love the way it sounds as well. It's
absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Music to your ears. Although, nothing sounds quite as good as a Ferrari. That was probably the car I did the worst in, but just the noise of it, I had to go another round just to listen to it.
So yeah. So did you? I mean, I guess you did. You started at one particular car and you moved through. Were you generally getting faster?
Yeah, I went alphabetically through the manufacturer, just the way they're set up in the Discord. But so I did a lot of.
Was first, was it?
The Aston, I think what was the first one? Was the Alpha? I think. Was it the Alpha?
Oh yeah.
No, it was the AMG. AMG was the first one. We don't have an Alpha in this series right now.
Okay.
But it was the AMG. The AMG was actually pretty good. Pretty good car.
Okay. Yeah, it surprised me actually because I think Justin used it for the second half of the season, so I had to buy one and do a few laps in it. And that was the fastest car for me around Dragon Trail by some distance.
And they've improved the stability of it. They've improved the low speed stability significantly in this last update. So the car drove really well. I was a little disappointed with the power with the bop on, but overall a very good car. It's one that you're not liable to wreck if you're just the least bit careful.
Yep. Okay, well I think Darley Boy will be pitting. He's got no fuel and his front tyres are rinsed. So expect to see him exiting stage left and into the pit lane.
Not quite as
Judy does.
Not quite as bad as the usual jelly you get from Murcielago, but they are pretty worn.
Yeah. Well, we know Murcielago cares not for tyre wear.
Not in the least.
He just gets on with it and drives the living hell out of it, no matter what state his tyres are in. So, okay, so we've got Willie coming down past the pit entrance now, so he should be going up into first. But I think looking at his tyres, he's going to have to do quite a substantial stint on mediums.
Alino's out on new softs, so we should see him start to work his way to the front with the GTR.
Yep. Quite so.
I think I'm with you, Mark. I think that's the car I want in real life.
Which one?
The GTR.
The GTR. Yeah, oh god, I love that car. Well, because it's a 4-seat family saloon. It's got a big boot from a golf clubs, and it does 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds or whatever it is. What's not to love about it?
There's absolutely nothing. It is the perfect car, other than the fact that it's a dull drive around the track.
Yeah.
At least in Gran Turismo, I don't know what it is in real life. It's probably just absolutely one. Darlo Boy!
Oh, Darlo Boy! He's out on the hards and was still in first, so he did a hell of a stint on the softs. But on the hards, he's obviously struggled a bit and lost it. Yeah,
he wasn't ready for those hard tires on the outlap. No way.
It's kind of unusual in the Ferrari though, because it's a fast car, but it doesn't. I've never seen it suffer with oversteer.
Yeah, it is. Well, he's not using any traction control because apparently he has bigger gonads than we do. But if you step on it hard enough, it's going to kick away from you.
Yeah. But anyway, he's still got the best livery by a country
Oh,
mile
it's-
in
yeah.
the in the lineup.
Yeah, we should
so-
give him an extra place just for that. Give him a 10-second, to the good side.
Well, yeah, yeah, he'll be getting some sort of medal, I'm sure, because that is absolutely epic. I did, I know you're not supposed to vote for liveries if you weren't in the actual race, but I'm gonna, don't tell Justin, but I'm gonna do a sneaky one and vote. I might actually make up another user and join the league just so I can vote twice.
Brilliant move.
Okay, so Darlow Boy on the hard in second. Willie is putting away, but those softs are really going through those softs. So he's going to have to do. What was he? Lap 5, 6. He pitted, so he's done 9 on the softs. So I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to eat those out. To be fair.
Yeah, they are looking a bit worn.
So he is going to have a long run on the mediums, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but he's going to need to do 14 or 15 maybe, so it's going to be pushing it. But I'll say, sure he's thought of that and done loads of practice, but he didn't know what the track was, so he couldn't. So, yeah, he's making it up as they go along this evening. We've got Lenio on the back of Darlow Boy now. Lenio's out on the softs, so we'll be repaying the favour to Darlow Boy, who did the exact opposite on him about 10 laps ago. But that Fezzer is fast.
It is. It's lightning quick around here.
Keeping ahead of the GTR on these straights.
Yeah, a bit surprising that.
But then Lenio's
Here he
thrown out
goes.
the inside here. This is where he's going to do him. Full-wheel drive on soft side. No! Darlow Boy.
This is a tough
No, you-
spot to pass in.
None shall pass, says Darlow Boy.
Too much for the likes of you.
Indeed. And then Lenio
There
goes
he
past.
goes,
So,
yeah.
there we go.
That car's
Okay,
a
he was going to
rocket
get him at
ship.
some point, but yeah, good stuff. Well done, Darlow Boy. That was a great defence you put on there. So you just got to try and keep on the back of him as much as you can with a penalty upcoming. Okay,
Yeah,
so we
hell
got
of a defense with hard tires. Just
hards versus softs.
Astonishing.
You'd think it'd be he'd stroll right past, but he kept him behind for a good lap and a half there. So excellent work, Andy. There you go. Murcielago, who's 14 back and is nearly done on his softs as well. Well, I say nearly done, but as per our earlier comments, he's probably got another 10 laps in him.
Yeah, he likes to wait until his tires look like the scourged back of a galley slave.
Yes, exactly. It's yeah, it's a thing of wonder how he keeps the car on the track sometimes. But so Johnny Mack is up into 5th, with MacGyver now bearing down on the back of him. What's there? So Johnny is on mediums.
And Matt's on some very new-looking softs. Should be
New softs,
interesting.
yeah. So I think Johnny's got the hards to go because he did his first stint on softs. Is that right, or has he snuck in the hards somewhere and I just completely missed it? Which, let's face it, wouldn't be unusual.
I think he has been in. Yeah, well, he's absolutely been in once, but I think he started on the softs. That would be per usual anyway. I'm going to just go with that.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, why the hell not?
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, so yeah, MacGyver and Mackers are going at it. Frankly, that's a great effort from Johnny being up in 5th in that thing. So, and Matt with his now familiar brass knuckles and man with Gatling gun on the back of his car. Okay, we've got Devlin, who looks like he's coming past Airport Hobo down the straight through the tunnel, although they're very much side by side. So is Airport Hobo going to get the switchback? Oh yeah, just there's a little bit of a touch there, but I don't think there's anything too sinister about that. Okay, well, Ashi Maru now on the mediums, hoping to make use of these two battling in front of him to pull up and pass them.
Speaking of Kobayashi Maru, I see Billy Piper on the side, as we discussed earlier. Have he and Jenna Coleman broken up? We'll have to ask him about that.
Yeah, maybe she put the squeezed the toothpaste tube from halfway up or something, and has fallen out of favour.
I think she turned the toilet paper roll around the wrong way. It'll do it.
Well, it's things like that which make all the difference,
Absolutely does. Boys, always put the lid down on the toilet seat. Keep her happy.
Indeed. So one of those two in front has a penalty, which is... Oh no. Is there? Yeah, okay. So Airport Hobo.
And Darla Boy just served it.
Just served, okay. So he's now... So is Lenio going to be able to make any headway on the back of Will here? So Willie's on knackered softs, has the mediums to go. I think Lenio has the hards to go.
And Darla Boy is just diving into the pits to get rid of those hard tires.
Okay, so he's done his minimum stint. Murcielago comes hurtling around to go up into third. Johnny Mackes into fourth. MacGyver into fifth.
And a nice little battle going on between the two of them. Between Mackes and MacGyver. Boy, MacGyver is making that Aston look absolutely dominating right now. It's just
he's driving it well, isn't he? He seems to very much suit him.
So quick. He is on soft tires versus mediums, but still, not a car I would have expected to be so competitive.
Well, but I can't. I think actually the last time we saw an Aston Martin in Gr4 was when I drove it years ago. I mean, Christ, this was 3 seasons before I started doing all this nonsense. Must have been 3 seasons ago or 4 seasons ago, something like that. We just haven't seen it, so I'm wondering if it has had a bit of boppage improvement. And,
maybe it's just tracking real life, perhaps. I don't know if you watched the British touring car race today.
No,
the Astons looked okay, not too bad.
Okay, good.
So perhaps they're just trying to get it more towards real life.
Yeah, maybe. They're very pretty, aren't they, as well? So.
Oh, lovely car, stylish.
Oh, so Willie's just stopped and is now coming out on the mediums. Okay, so not quite as long a stint as I thought he'd have to do, so he's got to do, 12 on mediums, which will be a piece of cake. He's done, over 10 on softs, I think, so
should do
no problem there, So
Lenio continues to widen the gap.
Yeah, so how far? So Willie is 24 seconds back from Lenio. He's 20 seconds ahead of Murcielago. But as I say, I think Lenio has his hard stint to come. I seem to think he started on softs, mediums. Oh, and he's in. Blimey, that's crikey. Okay, that seems early. Looks like he had quite a few bit of soft left there, but okay. Let's keep our peepers on 2, 3, 4, and 5, who are just coming. Okay, Murcielago dives into the pits.
And true to form, he waited to the very last inning.
Yes, it did. He keeps us guessing, and MacGyver goes through into the lead with Johnny Mackers now in second and Willie in third. Okay, so Lenio's come out right behind Willie.
Ooh, nice.
So that was he couldn't have taken much fuel at all there, but he's now on the hards. So
he's doing his hard set, yeah.
But with four-wheel drive, is he going to keep Will honest for the rest of the race?
Well, with 10 laps to go, he'll be able to jump back on softs if he still has them available. But right now, MacGyver is looking quick in that Vantage.
Yeah, doing so 1:34.2 is his fastest lap. Okay, now Willie bearing down on the back of Johnny Mackers. Although the TT is pulling away down the straight, which is...
would never have guessed.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's apparently gotten used to it. He's looking quick.
Yeah, he is. He is. Well, Johnny was quick in the endurance on Saturday for sure. Him and Ginger Ninja, I think, were in the M3, and he was doing some pretty darn good times in a car which hasn't got massive top end. He was flying over the mountain like no one's business. Whereas me and Darlow were in the Genesis X, which is very quick on the straights if you put new oil in, and not so much over the mountain. So he did a hell of a job. I think they come second.
Did you now?
No, we didn't. We came last because I didn't put. No. Johnny Mackers and Ginger Ninja, I think, came second. Or was it Willie and he was Willie with Splatter? Maybe, don't know. Yeah, I shouldn't talk about it really. It hurts too much.
Don't depress yourself any further. It's hard enough actually being there.
Yeah, quite. So we got Willie, who's now up into second place, and so we got first,
nice
second, third, and fourth, all in a line. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, all good. But MacGyver has to stop again. That sounds lovely. Okay, I'm just going to track back from the back of the field currently, which is A-Log, who's on his final stop, I assume, on the hards, about half a tank left. Ginger Ninja all the way back in 12th, now out on his softs, which is a shame because he's making a really decent showing in the first bit of the race. So, but started on hards, I think, which eventually took their toll. So.
Yeah, the Yankee tank was a bit slippy.
Yeah.
It's looking better on softs.
Yeah. So we've got Splatter, who is now also on his softs.
Willie's lead has shrunk to half a second.
Okay, well, I think he's just gone past MacGyver, hasn't he?
Yes, excuse me.
Aston Martin is pulling him in all the time.
Yeah, he better hurry. His tires are about to go off.
Yeah, while he's got a breath in his body, Matt's going to... Matt's going to go for this for sure. Oh, look at that. Look how close it is.
Oh,
Wow.
you couldn't get a piece of paper between them.
Excellent work, lads. That was superb. Willie's still holding on to the inside line.
And going through a rough patch for passing. I don't know how they're going too wide through here.
Yo, Matt's done it.
He's back. He's come back.
For how long? Who knows? I don't know how long he's going to try and eke out these tyres, but
Given
he's
the
got to
condition of those
stop.
tires, yeah, he'll have to stop soon.
Yeah. Well, he's going to have to stop before the end of lap. Was it 26?
I think it's 26, yeah.
So a couple to go, but that Aston really seems to have it on the straights. But we'll soon see now.
It's quick. The Porsche's not that quick on the straights.
Yeah, he's just pulling away slowly, although.
Well, with the slipstream, not so much.
Something's kicked in. Yeah, that's what I mean. He was initially, and now the slipstream's kicked in. Obviously, the gearing of the Porsche is more. Later through the gears. But epic stuff from Will there, and a defiant defence from Mr. MacGyver, who is going to try and do it again, I'm pretty sure, coming down into turn 1.
Oh my lord, look at
that. Is Willie going to go defensive? Is Willie going to go defensive? Okay, no, he doesn't have to. Matt thought better of it.
Well, he can pull so many more G's around the corners than that Advantage can. Particularly with those rinsed tires.
He's not dropping him, though.
Not by much.
0.3, and if Matt can get a decent exit onto the tunnel straight, he might have one last hurrah before he has to come into the pits.
Yeah, you can hear him screeching already. I think this is about his last lap here.
Yeah. I think Lenio will be cheering him on. Go on, Matt. Yeah. please try and go past him again.
And Lenio's on brand new hard tires, so I imagine he'd be happy to get that place back.
Yeah. But no, I think MacGyver's miles too far back now to consider any sort of move into the last hairpin.
Oh, we have some proper racing going on between Kobayashi Maru and Murcielago.
Epic. Kobayashi Maru has just picked up a penalty. So you would think the McLaren will go past him.
There's a fair gap between them, so we shall see.
Yeah, okay. No, he's not going to.
Yeah, that Lambo is it's got a lot of juice.
That really picked up again, didn't it, after serving the penalty? So great stuff.
Got to say, I'm really fond of his new livery. I'm a Billy Piper fan. What can I say? I mean, she's no Jenna Coleman, but
I assume you mean from a looks point of view, not her singing.
I actually like her singing.
I mean,
kind of,
You do? Oh God! I say.
I actually enjoy her. I'll be fair. I'll be honest. I mean,
my mate. But back when we used to go out, when we were in our sort of mid-20s, my mate Jimmy the Hoover, he would leave a club if they put Honey to the Bee on.
Okay, that's fair.
For me, it was Love Shack by the B-52s. I like the B-52s, but Love Shack absolutely incenses me. It's one of the most awful songs I've ever heard in my life. So, but for Jimmy the Hoover, it was Honey to the Bee, and he just like, right, no, that's it, I'm off. So he doesn't share your love of Miss Piper's vocal abilities.
Yeah, I think it's more of a styling thing that I like. I wouldn't call her a great singer. I would call her more of a great stylist.
Right. Okay.
A song stylist.
Song stylist. Was that another
like
penalty?
Rex Harrison was not a singer. Oh, another one. Oh, this might clean him up right here. Yeah. He did go
Yeah,
defensive.
Rex. Yeah,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, Rex Harrison just talked, didn't he?
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think Rex
if I
Harrison
could
was one of your
talk
early
to the
rappers.
animals, walk with the yeah, absolutely spoken word poet.
If I could
Yeah.
talk to the bitches, walk with the bitches.
Yes. Well, because he did a couple of musicals, didn't he? Because he had the My
yes.
Fair Lady as well as Doctor Dolittle.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, but didn't sing a bloody word.
Sipping on gin and juice.
Yes. Well, apparently that's what's his name? Seth MacFarlane says that is who Stewie from Family Guy is based on.
Oh, is
Rex
that
Harrison.
right? Makes sense.
Yes.
Wheat.
Cool whip.
Oh, I'm glad we picked the sun.
Yeah.
I was afraid I was the only one.
It'd be one of those awkward things, wouldn't it? I'd say, what the fuck's he talking about now?
It would. Oh, my. Oh, nice little ding-dong between 5 and 6 here. Mackers and Hobo.
Well, we've got 7, 8, and 9 who are absolutely together now. We've got Devlin, Kobayashi Maru, and Murcielago.
And Kobayashi Maru is going defensive.
There's races all down the track, bar the top 3 who are kind of on their own. MacGyver's in 4th, but 5 ahead of Johnny Mackers. But Johnny Mackers, and Airport Hobo are absolutely together, as are 7, 8, and 9.
Just as we thought at the beginning, proper racing today.
Yeah. This is great stuff. Look at that. Oh, yes, boys. Yes. Good work.
Let's see if they're going to go too wide through this windy sequence.
Okay, Kobayashi Maru has pulled ahead a little bit and left the other 2 to fight behind, which, oh no, okay.
Murcielago was right around that corner.
That. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
He was nearly a second back, and now he's right up his chuff. I don't know.
He's on mediums right now. Justin's on softs and good ones.
So four-wheel drive on softs, and Murcielago is... Okay, Devlin's desperately trying to keep on the back of this battle, but they seem to be...
Oh, well,
they've suddenly switched to another gear.
Yeah, that McLaren is such a handler, four-wheel drive or not. I mean, that just, it goes where you steer it. And it doesn't mind heavy steering inputs, I found out yesterday. You can turn that wheel as hard as you want, and that car just wants to turn and stay on. Just tremendous grip.
Okay, now can he do anything? Splatter's pulling up on the back of the 3 of them now as well. Great stuff. Rob. He's got the higher top end. I see Murcielago has his car bedecked with his beloved Sophia Flörsch's name again. I would have to ask him in the driver interviews if he's made any progress on that front. Once I announced his undying love for her on one of the streams. So hopefully, Sophia, you're listening, and your boy's doing you proud tonight.
We will definitely ask him about that in the interviews later on. Come on, dish, Reinhardt, dish.
If he says a gentleman never tells, that means he's made progress.
Oh, we certainly know that's the case.
Because I think a gentleman would never say a gentleman never tells. Because that's just infers, yes, I've had a right result, thank you. Anyway, back to the racing. So Murcielago is chasing down Kobayashi Maru. That Lambo is quick.
It certainly is, and he's really held station with it.
Oh no! What? Oh,
what?
God, I thought Justin braked too early there or something.
Yeah, we thought we were going to get the over-under there for a second, but no, he didn't go too deep just then. He braked at just the right moment. But boy, that
He's,
looked dicey.
how many have we got watching, Greg? I wonder
Last
if
time I checked, we
Justin's.
had 6. But to be fair,
Ooh, 6! Epic!
yeah.
So I'm assuming Justin's one of those, so he's probably saying, I didn't break too early, thank you very much, Scruffy Toff. I know exactly what I'm bloody doing, thank you. I was defensive. I had to break a bit earlier. So, yeah, all good, Justin. Well done. Well, this is good. Oh, right. Hang on. So we've got Willie coming up to just going through the final hairpin, and will then be going through to do his final lap. So that's gone quickly, hasn't it?
It certainly has. There's so many great battles going on behind him. I haven't spent a whole lot of time paying attention to it, but he's had a great race in that Porsche.
Yeah, we need to come back to him in about a minute's time, so we can see his triumphant procession. So we have, Willie in first, Lidio in second, who looks like he's just about to get round on the fuel he's got left. Darlow Boy in the best livery I've ever seen on the Ferrari. MacGyver in fourth in the Aston Martin. Fabulous showing from the Astons tonight. Airport Hobo and Maccas are still going at it. Lexus versus Audi.
And both of them were way back near the beginning of the race. So
yeah, Johnny was nowhere, wasn't he? So,
they've climbed many positions.
They've done a cracking job, these two boys. But they'll be able to, they'll know what track it is next week, so they'll be able to do a bit more practice. So yeah, Johnny with a penalty serve, Kobayashi Maru, and Virtuago
still going
at it.
Oh, he took a lot of dirt to Kobayashi Maru, but he's still holding station, just barely.
Right, this is great. So we're going to have to.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're going to have to pop off. We got Will just coming around the final hairpin.
Here he is.
Just, I don't want to.
Got a blue flag.
Get out of my hat. Yeah, I want to get out of my habit of missing the guys finishing with their wins. So, yeah, William carried on from where he finished off last season, winning the Gr4 Championship by taking the first race. So, well done, Willie. In dominant fashion indeed. But Lidio, not a million miles away. In second, well done, Lidio. Good stuff, Darlow Boy. In the Iron Maiden liveried Ferrari, which is an absolute thing of beauty. So thank you very much for putting that together for us, Darlow Boy, and congratulations on your third. MacGyver in the Aston.
And a great result for
well
the
done,
Aston.
Wade. Superb, yeah. Got Airport Hobo, and they're still together, and Johnny Maccas is sick. Well done, lads. And Bertolago's just taken. Oh, God,
but
this is
just
going to come down to
barely.
the line.
Here we go. Come on. Pick it up. Oh, it's going to be.
They finished. Match.
Oh, just
9
by a
thousandths of a second.
whisker. Oh.
9 thousandths of a second. Holy
Oh, my
shit.
goodness.
And then we've got Christ almighty, look at that. We've got Devlin, 0.3 ahead of Splatter, who is 0.06 ahead of Ginger.
That's fantastic.
What a finish. Well done, lads. That was absolutely superb.
Let's go back and see if we can find that pass at the end there. Okay, here they are coming around the corner here to the front straight. And, I mean, you could, there was no way to tell who was going to win that until the last possible moment. What a brilliant run.
And a beautiful spin and reverse across the line from A-Log there. Well done, my friend.
Oh, that was satisfying.
Well, that was absolutely... There was races going on all over the track there. That was absolutely superb. Well done, lads. Great show. Great show you put on tonight.
And a great job from
thank
Willie
you for the entertainment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Great stuff. So, right, we'll just run through the final standings for this evening. So, Willie Ham in first in the Porsche with a tin hat. He got the pole position, he got the fastest lap and the race win. So that's maximum points from Willie this evening. Congratulations, sir. Lidio in second in the Nissan GTR, a best lap of 133.6. Darlow Boy in third in the best liveried car I've ever seen, a 133.5, so he gets 1,000,000 extra points for that. In fourth, MacGyver in the V8 Vantage. Great drive from Matt tonight, absolutely superb. Best lap of 134.3. Airport Hobo, his Bandits Club buddy, in fifth in the Lexus, a 133.8. Johnny Mackers in the TT, which he looked like he was struggling with a bit to start with, but certainly certainly got to grips with it, and managed to sort out his brake woes as well. So 134.2. Well done, Johnny. Murcielago in seventh, who finished 9,000ths of a second ahead of Kobayashi Maru in eighth. That was the last. But Christ, it must have been 7 or 8 laps. Those two were absolutely together.
Yeah, just hammering tires
that was
the whole way.
that was some of the that was some of the best racing I've seen in our league. It was, congratulations, lads! Congratulations, lads! That was absolutely clean as a whistle. It was beautiful to watch. Well done. Devlin in ninth in the second Vantage, a 134.3. Splatter in 10th, a 134.2. Ginger Ninja in the Corvette in 11th, a 133.5.
And a very good lap.
Welchie. Yeah, absolutely. Hang on, was that the...
It wasn't the fastest lap, but it was close. He was about 5/10 off of...
I'm just trying to see if it's the second fastest. Not a million miles away from the second fastest lap. So, I think handling was probably the issue there. Welchie in 12th in the GTR. Welcome back, Welchie. Good to have you aboard again, my friends. 134.8. And A-Log in the Twitch Mobile, the Genesis G70, and a 135.2. So there we have it. Race 1 of Season 10. Season X, sorry, as I've been tasked with saying, if I ever bloody remember, is over, and Willie has won. So should we have a pop across, Greg, and chat with the guys?
Let us do just that. Give me a moment, and if you will drop off and join us on the GXR chatter, we'll be there in a moment.
I will do just that. Good stuff.
Gentlemen.
Good evening, Greg.
Good evening. Well, good afternoon where I am. Lovely bit of racing today. Congratulations, Will. Absolutely superb, dominant drive.
Thank you very much.
Evening, lads.
Evening, Mark.
Evening.
Well, great race tonight. And did we? Sorry, just before we crack on, who chose the track tonight?
That'd be me.
Oh, it was you, Splatter. Excellent stuff. Because I assumed, because Willie won the championship last year, it was him who was choosing it. So when I saw he was practicing on the high-speed ring, I put a sort of car around that a couple of times, and then was presented with Deep Forest. So absolutely no bloody use whatsoever. But good choice. That was good fun tonight. Will, well done. Great drive. And what more can you say? Carried on from last season, really.
Yeah, pleased with that. I was not knowing what the track was, having not driven this car before, I don't think, or at least not very much. I didn't really know what to expect.
Okay.
Turns out this car is not the best on the straight, but everywhere else it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it looked absolutely epic in the corners.
Yeah, the middle sector, it was odd. It didn't feel that nice, but then when I saw my pace compared to others in the middle sector, I realised that it must be pretty good. I think I'm just so used to driving the Group 3 cars that the Group 4 ones just feel a bit weird in comparison.
Yeah, I get that.
It was obviously strong in that middle sector, which is where I think I got most of my lap time, I'm assuming.
Okay, good stuff. And the only quali lap in the 132s, or the only race, or the only lap all evening in the 132s as well. So you must be pleased with that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So well done. And what I'm going to say is currently the Golden Gonads are still on for this season.
It's such a big effort, that, isn't it?
So there you go. Something to aim for anyway.
Yeah,
And we're so looking forward to you polishing their gonad.
You're the only one who can now win it.
It's true,
Win them,
it's true.
sorry. So there you go, there you go. So well done tonight, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Linio.
Hello.
Hello, mate. Well done,
Hello.
mate. That was the super drive tonight. Well done.
Yeah, I gave it my
GTR looked quick.
Yeah, a bit nervous in the corners. Even though it's four-wheel drive, it was just a bit slidey here and there, especially if I put a wheel on the grass. But other than that, it was a good drive, a great drive. I enjoyed it. Dolo boy was a bit of a nightmare, but other than that, once I managed to pull away a little bit, it was all go.
Cool.
Other than that, Will was uncatchable. Could not keep up with it, guy. I was like, I think I'll put a little bit more fuel than I wanted in the middle stint, but other than that, it worked out for second. So happy with that.
Good. Yeah, I don't think you certainly didn't put too much fuel in the last stint because it
No,
looked like it was pretty close.
all it was a splash and dash. I just needed a little bit more to
Yeah.
carry me to the finish, but other than that, it wasn't too bad.
Okay, well, congratulations, mate. Thanks for
you.
joining us again, and well
Lovely.
done on your second.
Thank you very much.
Darlo boy.
Hello.
Hello, mate. That livery is absolutely fucking epic.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, couldn't stop
The
talking
best
about
part
it.
is, I did it myself.
I
We
was
knew
hoping
that.
you were going to say that. I was hoping you were going to say that because
Yeah.
if you listen back to the stream, I don't stop banging on about it basically. So yeah, absolutely brilliant, mate. Great drive tonight, and I can see you're already playing Fortnite.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Since you're playing for, am I? Yes, you've rumbled sunshine, but
No,
yeah.
no, I'm definitely sat there looking at the end of race stream, mate. But you know.
Oh, okay. It says Fortnite on the thing. Anyway, brilliant drive, mate. You must be very pleased, I assume.
Yeah, absolutely amazed with that. To be honest with you, I've really had a good race with Lenio earlier on. Like brilliant race and Lenio, really clean, really freaking like just epic race.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
enjoyed it.
Totally agree.
Had a little bit of a race with Willie as well. I think at one point that was pretty good. Lost it a little bit on the hards, but once I got back onto the mediums, I kind of like just put my toe down and tried to keep as consistent as possible.
Good stuff. Well, congratulations, mate. And you're obviously marching on from your most improved driver trophy of last season to now to one of the quick guys. So
Yeah, well,
epic stuff. Well done, mate.
I had to try and live up to it, didn't I, this season?
Well, so far so good. Well done. Keep it up. I was just going to say, my pace on Saturday. I checked the car today. The oil was fucked.
Oh, well.
So sorry about that. I promise I'm going to change the oil in the next car. So that would explain why I wasn't going so far. But
it was a good race anyway, mate. To be honest with you, it was a good laugh, good bit of practice for the rest of the season, so we can take them all on the rest of the season, and we'll come out winners.
Absolutely, mate. Well done, and congratulations again. Well done.
Thank you very much.
MacGyver flying the flag for Aston Martin this evening. Good job, mate.
Yeah, thanks, man. It wasn't bad to drive. It's a pretty balanced car.
Cool. Because we have. I was trying to remember the last time we had the Aston Martin, and I was thinking it might have been me about 3 seasons ago, but we haven't had one for a while. So it was good to see 2 in the lineup tonight and doing very well too. So how did it go?
Yeah, it was a really fun race. Very, very challenging. I think I got to race with just about everybody on the grid at some point or another, which was
and you were first at one point, weren't you? So
yeah, I got to do a no compete, but let's have a little fun with Will there for one lap.
Yeah, we'll take it, mate.
Snuck my nose out in front of him just to do a little lap through the midsection, have him push me around a bit, and that was fun. And it was a great race. Everybody was very clean, and considering that track and considering how tough it can be to stay clean there with the sliding through corners and being offline, I think everyone did very, very well. It was cool to kind of have a race with everybody. I think that's the first race I've done that where. You get to play with everybody.
I have to say, I totally agree with you on the racing this evening. There was races all the way down the field, and it was clean as hell. So well done, Matt. Well, congratulations on the fourth. And talking of clean, hard racing, Murcielago. That was unbelievable with you and Kobayashi Maru for about the last 6 or 7 laps, wasn't it? It was absolutely superb.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was on soft tires at that point, if I'm not mistaken. And this Lambo
Yes.
it was fast on the straights, but it was mega fun. Performance-wise, I'm a bit disappointed. I think podium maybe would have been possible, but I made too many mistakes. Too many penalties, one spin, but it was fun. Some battles here and there.
Absolutely.
Car is nice to drive. I think I just lacked pace. A bit rusty, probably.
Well, it's one of those things, isn't it?
I drove the Toyota GT1 the last couple of days all the time.
Yeah. Right, okay. Yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, when you drive a Group 2 for several days and then jump to Group 4, it feels so slow at first. It's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. But congratulations.
It was a fun race.
Yeah.
Really clean racing. And Deep Forest is a really nice track. You can really battle that. It's so fun.
Absolutely. Well done. And can I just urge everyone to watch it back, because Murcielago crossed the line 9 thousandths of a second ahead of Kobayashi Maru.
Yeah, I didn't expect to catch him. I got a better exit out of the last corner and I expected he would catch me on the straights, but it was just enough to be in front of him.
Yeah, but well done, mate. That was, as I say, it was probably like the last 7 or 8 laps. I think you two are absolutely going at it.
Felt like the last half of the race, man.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Good stuff. Well, congratulations on a great race tonight, mate. Well done.
Thanks, man.
Cool.
Yeah, I've got to be honest. What I do is I actually watch the races back while I'm walking around at work.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah. I've got like one of the car I use is especially for me because I've got like a arthritis in my right knee and umbilical hernia. So I tell them I've got to use a specific car, and there's just an absolute perfect little place to set up my phone so that I can watch the race as I'm walking around.
Well, are you off to work in a minute, or you're not working?
No, I'm off tonight. I'm back in tomorrow night. So.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, enjoy the replay wherever you watch it, mate.
Oh, I will do.
Good man. And Splatter.
Hello.
How was it this evening? Like, having some fun in the Porsche?
The Porsche is great. I mean, I was all ready to bring out the excuses, the fact that this thing's got no top end at all. I mean, the last sort of few laps I was behind Darlow in the Aston. I was on soft compound. I don't know what he was on, possibly mediums, but I just wasn't catching him, even though I was right on his bumper. The depressing thing is that Willie's in exactly the same car, and he can show how that can work. So it's going to be a slightly depressing first half of the season for me, if this is any indication. But it was a bloody good fun race, and I've got to echo the sentiment, the fact that I thought the racing tonight. I mean, I had a good vantage point from kind of the back. The racing seemed brilliant. There was very little instance. There was a few nudges here and there, but everyone was just, I thought, really, really good. There was only about 50 seconds, I think, in between the top 10, which I thought was, excellent.
I have to be honest, mate. That's some of the best racing I've seen. It was absolutely superb all the way down. I mean, I think the top 3 spread out in the last stint, but apart from that, there was racing all the way down, and it was hard, but it was very fair. And as I say, the standout for me was definitely Murcielago and Kobayashi Maru, absolutely outstanding. And 9 thousandths of a second between them on the line. So, well worth a watch. But congratulations, mate. Well done. And well done. So, Spiffy.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you for your company this evening, my friends, and your new PC. I hope had a great first outing.
It most certainly did, and as always, it was a huge pleasure to be with you today, Mark.
Good man, good man. Right, so everyone, thank you so much for joining. I think we had a mighty 6 viewing at one point, which is epic. If you watch live this evening, thank you so much for taking some time out of your evening to spend with us. I hope you enjoyed the racing. If you watch it on replay, please do leave us a like and subscribe to the channel if you are able and willing, because it would mean a hell of a lot to us and the visibility of our league. So. Thank you all the drivers for racing this evening. Absolutely epic entertainment. It was a pleasure to commentate on. Let me just double check.
Atlanta
Next week. Oh, you would bloody remember that, Rob,
Of
wouldn't
course.
you? So 8 o'clock next Monday evening, we are in Road Atlanta. Rob's favourite. Well, you must be a banker to win that one then, Rob.
Not a Scooby.
32 laps at Road Atlanta, and can't wait to see you. Hope you can join us again then. But drivers, thank you so much for the entertainment this evening, and we'll see you at the next one.
Cheers to the comms, guys.
Well done, Lance.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. Bye bye.
See you guys.